The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easy.
They're trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Buck. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out toward the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Get aggressive. That was just 3rd and very manageable. Instead, they saw something, thought they could take a shot, but that's the risk reward. You don't come up with it. Now you got 4th down.
He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
He's going up top. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm, maybe before you open it up.
Nothing but green ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Back to throw, it's Buck. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Touch pass on the run. Boom. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
LSU 10, Miami 0.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the 1st quarter, for goodness sakes.
He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, LSU 10, Miami 0.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Buck. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got him, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking the profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Flushed out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Scanning the field, it's Buck. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. He's going for the big play. And that ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Powers through the defender. They still can't get him down. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Buck. Looking to scramble. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Back to the air one more time. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a car.
Oh, there's the ball. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. To throw, it's Barry. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The sure hands, it's Sampson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Buck. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air. It's Buck. Coming after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys are like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Horton. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to... They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Oh, the offensive effort's absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. 3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. To the air, it's Barry. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the neck.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Might be looking to run. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion.
To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare them.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. To the air, it's Barry. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One final play before the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 21, LSU 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Barry. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Boy, did they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 16 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Going deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Looking to throw, it's Barry. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they finish quickly. A 94-yard touchdown toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, going over the top. He's got it up to 25. Touchdown, Kane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wide out in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Sampson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
The inside handoff. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass, it's Barry. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a huge play. Snatches it on the rock. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Wants to throw. It's Buck. Dances away to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Scrambling away. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Canes have this offense rolling. The aerial assault continues. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The offense has got to find something in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the LSU offense will take over 1st and
10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice.
Elevates over his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Barry. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks. got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Bounced off his feet. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the